Hi, I'm Jabulo Makai. I'm quite honored to deliver this message because I've been thinking quite deeply about consciousness. You know, that consciousness is not something for special type of people, or consciousness is for the enlightened. You know, anything that has a spirit, a human spirit, uh, has has consciousness. You know, uh, birds are a form of consciousness, animals are a form of consciousness, but how we are distinct from animals and other creatures that are living, it is that our consciousness is regulated by the conscience itself. And the conscience itself is the one that delves right through into our unconscious depth. And when I take to look at the unconscious depth, I would sum it up as our eternity, our heavens. You understand that's where our stillness streams from, our peace streams from. You know, where the divine, the divinity dwells basically. And the only part that's able to delve right through into those depths is our conscience. You know, that's why sikhuluma ngendaba zonembeza, like a conscience is quite important if you are a human being, because it channels us. You know, it reveals what is to become real in our lives. You know, it reveals what to become true in our existence. You know, and sometimes if we miss the commands of our conscience, that's where we as individuals we suffer what you call guilt. You know, we know a lot of people that are close to their deathbed. They suffer a lot of guilt, saying that if they would recover, maybe they would start a certain project and finish that kind of project. They would work with people. They would like to see certain individuals and maybe make peace with those people. It's the conscience at that time speaking to the person, and at that time the person is at his deathbed. You understand? So, what I'm trying to say is that conscience is the thing that is able to go right through our unconscious state, which is our divine space, our stillness, our eternity. You understand? So, we also have what you call the unconscious instinctuality, because we are human beings, and we we are the things that tell me to go have food, to have water, are instincts that drives, you know, things like reproducing, reproduction, things of the 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 instinctual drives, that's a day. But what I came across is that majority of us are not conscious in terms of like the noetic, which is the spiritual part of it. And in that, I am not trying to use a religious connotation or whatsoever, because uh, when you use a spiritual, a religious connotation, it sounds as if like you're being religious, whereas you are not. You understand? But spirituality is is what we use when we making decisions, when we are thinking, when we are reflecting, when we are meditating as people, and mostly It's something that has been put into a box and to a form of organization or something, but it's something that we exercise on daily basis, spirituality. So yes, there is some form of like a fluid within that's permeable, that allows certain things to be conscious and certain things to be unconscious. Be it you are being conscious of the instinctuality or spirituality itself. So for us is to listen to what goes into the depth of our divinity, of our unconscious part, which is the conscience itself. And the conscience is always speaking, because whatever that we miss might be revealed in dreams, you know. So we miss that part, that dreams are the utterance of our conscience, you know, and we have to make that into our minds, that we are being conscious of who we are, we know ourselves, um, it mustn't be a form of like a spirituality without roots, you know. Our roots have to be properly defined, and every one of us is quite unique from one another, and we just need to focus on that, and make sure that each and everyone is looking after the garden of his own thoughts, you know, uh, because that's where spirituality is taking place the most, when we're making decisions. It's quite important to be quite conscious and be present at that moment. Thank you.